G'day and welcome back for more Escape from Purgatory. I have our new mercenary friend Kanajashi here and Capac.
Hello.
Yes, hello. So, I have done some things since you two were last here.
You have?
Oh, yeah.
Look at the rover slash shuttle.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
It's got an extra pair of wheels. It's got another thruster. It's got a bull bar for reasons.
Bulls.
Yes, for bulls. And it is all basically ready to go.
It's looking awesome.
I'm pretty happy with how it turns out. And it's even got Cerberus and ZMP written on it.
I think there
Nice
might
use of the
be
letter blocks.
a problem.
What's the problem?
I can't find a way to access the middle cockpit from the ground.
Well, it's slightly above the ground right now because I hooked it up on a connector after propping it up on pistons. I think once it's on the ground, you can jump and get into the middle cockpit. But it's too high at the moment.
Oh, it might still be too far with the bull bar.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. If that's the case, I'll figure something out. And I'll maybe make a step ladder at the back so that you can climb up onto the roof. Which is how I'm getting into it at the moment.
Ah.
Yeah, it'll probably work out.
It'll be fine. I'll figure something out. But it's got all its parachutes and stuff. So, what we need to do today is 3 things for 3 of us.
And the number of the things shall be 3.
Nice division of labor then.
Yeah.
What do you got for us, boss?
Let's start with Capac. Capac, you very much enjoy going after unknown signals.
I do?
Yes. I have an idea of how to make that less fun for you, but also more useful for us.
Wait, what?
Exactly. Because I'm the one asking you to do it, it'll be less fun for you.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
So, did you notice when we had the dispenser up on our asteroid base that we could buy food?
Oh, yeah.
Where is the only place we can get money from on this server?
Well, I've got $9,800 dues.
Yeah. But when we run out of that, where can we get more?
I don't know. Do we have to go, like, fossicking in a creek for it?
Sort of. Unknown signals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll sometimes have a bit of money in them.
Yeah, so what I want you to do is build some sort of vehicle that can drive at breakneck speeds relatively stably. So you can go out and collect every unknown signal that lands. Like, even if Kanajashi and I get them, we'll send them to you so you can go collect them.
Uh-huh.
Because if we can get lots of money, that's a really easy way to get lots and lots of food. Yes, a storm
Storm's
is
coming.
in. So what do you think? Are you happy with that as your task?
Yeah, so I'm gonna build a little rover.
Yeah, you're going to build a little rover. I'd recommend something not too little. Something that's, stable enough that it can move. You might even want to put a turret on it or something. But I'll leave that up to you. And while you're doing that, Kanajashi and I are going to be building a pair of rovers that are meant to work together.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
So I've come up with a plan for a rover design that should work as a rover-based miner, but it won't have a huge amount of cargo storage and it won't be able to drive particularly quickly when loaded. So I thought it would pair well if you can design a nice big cargo hauler, because then we can go out and collect a huge amount of magnesium and bring it back here so we can refine it and get, bullets.
Ah, it's good. I've got a few blueprints that I might be able to might suit our needs. I could just print out and get going
you can
right
go
away.
Boy Scout it and print off a blueprint.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Cool. Well, we have our tasks. I'm going to build a miner. Hopefully it won't be destroyed in the first day of use, like so many of my other constructions.
Yeah, that's the hope.
I've also added a few extra batteries to the base and a large hydrogen tank,
Oh, that's good.
so that we've got enough stuff on here once we go collect some ice.
Oh yeah, it's always useful to have a bit of extra storage.
Yeah, because I want to get a lot of ice, and I want to get a lot of magnesium because those are the two things that collecting from here is the easiest place for us at the moment.
Alright. That thing is tucked away in its very awkward parking spot, but it works.
Oh yeah, we should probably upgrade your parking spot at some point. Once we've got all the vehicles, then we can figure out how we can park them all here.
Yeah, at some point.
Maybe expand the base a little bit.
But for now, it's just tucked away in a corner. That's good enough.
Whoa.
What are you woeing?
Keep teleporting all over the place.
Yeah, that's going to happen a bit today, I think.
It's just one of those days.
It's one of those teleportation storms.
That would actually be a pretty awesome experience. Now I can project out my entire rover, or I could just project out its shell, which is a little bit easier to manage to build up.
Oh, look at you. You are organized.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just build the core and then you change the projection to the final stuff and build that after.
Yeah, so that way I don't have the like cockpit and large cargo containers in the way.
Yeah, that's a really clever approach. Like, I imagine with most designs there would be some means of doing something like this that would make it easier. Like, if for some designs you'd want to build the core stuff first and then have the armor on a separate projection to make it easier to print it all properly. That could probably work for a number of different
What the?
auto printing setups too.
Yeah, essentially build it in stages.
That's really cool. I've never actually done that myself, but I really like it. Nice.
Oh, now the slow process of placing out and building up my undercarriage.
Can't neglect the undercarriage.
I've got a slightly interesting plan for this miner. It's going to have 2 independent drill arms.
2 independent drill arms.
Yeah. So that they can go up and down to different levels. Because you know when you're mining with a drill rover, one of the hardest things is keeping it level.
Mm-hmm.
So it means you can adjust the height of where one of your wheel's tracks are going by lowering that side and only that side. And then you'll be able to level yourself up again and then bring them back to the same point.
Oh.
That's the hope anyway.
That'll be an interesting design.
Sure, interesting is one way to put it. I hope it works.
It more like a thought experiment, eh?
Well, I have sort of tested it in creative before, but I don't know for sure that it's going to work. Oh, Capac, you've gone 3x3 wheels.
Yeah.
Little wheels. Haven't actually tested out since the wheels upgrade we got recently. Whether 3x3s are actually good enough now.
I've made a few 3x3 rovers recently, and they're decent. I mean, of course, only 3x3, you're only getting so much clearance on them. But they work.
Are you going your kind of stilt-legged design, Capac, that you did with the lobster hunter?
I can't remember what design I used on that one.
Well, you'd kind of raised the center body above the height of the wheel attachment points. And then you had kind of like legs going out to them. Yeah, you've sort of done that.
Yeah.
Although you put your batteries lower.
Yeah, I'm going for a kind of flatbed truck kind of design on this one.
Okay. Just making sure you're putting enough weight at the rear with those batteries and then putting some weight at the front so you got the distribution there.
Yeah.
Oh, something else I tested the other day, which worked better than I was anticipating. If you turn off brake... Oops, I just typed brake when I wanted to type water. If you turn off brake on your front set of wheels, you really don't get that problem with popping a stoppie every time you use your park brake, your handbrake to stop.
Oh, yeah. Now that makes sense.
Yeah, like, it makes sense physics-wise, but I just hadn't expected it to work as well as it does. So, worth keeping in mind for certain vehicles, like I might do it with this one.
Yeah, because as you are like driving really fast and you hit the brake, there'll be that moment when it starts to tilt forward because you're just braking hard. But then when it does that, the weight comes off of the braking wheels and it goes onto a wheel that's still rolling.
Yeah.
And then it loses that braking force and it sort of self-regulates itself.
And it does so quite well. Which I had not anticipated.
I'll have to add that to my design philosophy for rovers.
Oh, Capac's going to make so much fun of my rover.
I am?
Well, it's... let's call it unique in the design approach I'm taking.
I see.
I like the sound of this.
It's going to be very asymmetrical.
Oh, asymmetrical. God, gives me the willies. Just like, ugh.
No, it's the best.
Can't handle it, man.
But,
Asymmetrical but balanced is the best look ever.
but you made a tricycle.
Yeah, but there's one wheel in the front and it was in the middle. It was symmetrical
But its
that way.
suspension wasn't.
I know it hurt.
I'll put batteries on the side and I can...
Oh. That does feel low.
You're going to change up to 5x5s, you think, Capac? She said that feels low.
Not sure.
Like, you got a pretty wide wheelbase for only 3x3s, but you could put a set of 3x3s down the middle.
What's the thing to tighten the suspension?
Strength.
Strength.
Strength and height offset.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you can almost fit a set of wheels down the middle so you could have 9 wheels.
What? Metal wheels?
Yeah.
It's madness.
Not really. Because it means then instead of scrubbing your undercarriage, you'll have wheels there that can actually provide pushing force. You could even just put 2 in there and it'd still make it safer.
Let's see this thing. Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's left
Yeah,
enough
it's got the
room.
gap in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, you could easily fill that in with wheels.
It's an option anyway, Capac.
Alright, I'll have a look.
A possibility.
Definitely wasn't what I was thinking.
Ah, then just go with what you were planning.
But you also weren't expecting to feel that low when you got on board.
That is also true.
Which is the only reason I stuck my nose in.
Get your nose out of here. This is a no-no zone. Oh,
No,
wait.
ozone.
Yeah.
Who's got ozone?
Yes.
Confusing me,
was-
Capac.
I'm confusing you.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Neither do we.
I'm just over here welding away.
Oh yeah, that's pretty close to center. Like, it is a bit off, but it's not too bad.
Well, I've got one on each side, so
Yeah.
it shouldn't
Shouldn't cause you any problems.
be too troublesome.
Yeah, looks good.
I reckon that's cool, because it gives it a really unique twist to your vehicle. In what is hopefully a good way, not a uniquely bad way.
There's even a couple upgrades I'll be able to do to this thing since I'm on this server.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like I have on here the just regular spotlights.
Oh
I
yeah.
can get those super duper high powered ones.
Yeah, high power spots make such a big difference.
Yeah, can't see anything.
So this is kind of... Oh. No, there we go. This kind of maps out where the drills are going to be. Like so. So what do you think, Capac? Gives you the rough shape of what mine's going to look like.
Okay.
So there's hinges on each side which allow those drills to be lifted up and down.
Ah.
And it's got the 2 cargo
Oh, yeah.
containers. I'm going to add hydrogen fueling producing stuff. And a connector at the back.
Now, are those drills far enough forward? Like, if they hinge down and bump off the front wheels, will they drill out low enough to make a nice flat driving surface?
They should with right-click drilling.
Ah, okay.
I think... I did measure this out before starting this recording, but I think I've set the drills far enough forward that if I raise those hinges right up, or close to right up, the right-click drill should be able to make me just drill level. So I'll do
Awesome.
all the tunneling with right-click drilling. So I'll have a nice big open tunnel, which you might even be able to bring your rover down into,
Yeah.
if it's
Well-
wide enough, which would be cool.
What do I got for my width here? I'll count it up.
Because remember, right click will make a drill hole that's huge.
I got 15 small block wide.
Well, just the drill bit is 13. Like to the edge of the drill.
Mm-hmm.
So at right click,
And if
it'll
you're
be
right clicking, I should be
meters.
able to just fit.
Yeah, but I'll definitely be mostly right click drilling.
Excellent.
This came together a lot quicker than I was expecting.
Mine's gonna take a little while because I spent like spent a long time greebling and designing these rovers. They got a bunch of little pieces of armor pointing in different directions and such.
That's right. It's probably going to take me about 2 hours just to drill down to the deposit. So that's always the thing that's really time consuming about rover mining, is that you have to get down to the deposit and it takes so long to drill a traversable path. That is an interesting colour you chose, Capac. Were you deliberately going the colour that would stand out the most against the sand?
Nope. But I did deliberately choose this colour.
Because apparently camouflage is not something you're big on.
I mean, mine's gonna be like white and blue, so I'm not sure if I'll be camouflaged either.
Camouflage is for the weak.
Who needs camouflage? But you can just coat yourself with enough turrets that serves as your deterrent.
Yep, that's one option.
Unknown signal, 1.65 kilometers.
You ready to roll, Capac?
Yeah, I should be able to go get that. I'll just weld up these containers.
I've got one 2.75 away. Or 3.6, actually.
Unknown signal, copy to clipboard.
And make sure you send it in faction chat.
Yep, /F. Make sure that's going to the right place. Yes.
Should drop green when you do it. There you go, Capac. 2 more unknown signals for you.
Alright.
Up to it, signal monkey!
Hey!
I'm up here.
Go, minion. I mean,
You looked the wrong way. Alright, drills.
I probably need some running lights as well.
okay, I should get the conveyor system built before I cover it up with steel plates and armor.
Yeah.
Once again.
I'm just teleporting a boot.
Why are you teleporting a boot?
Is it the Canadian slang for me?
Made me do it.
Yeah. Were you deliberately poking fun at the Canadians in front of a Canadian?
Nope.
Or was that just a
It was just a happy coincidence.
Oh yeah, I was just out in a boot, man.
Oh, jeez.
I got my toucan.
Oh, man. That was something that took me forever to understand what it was.
A toque?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bye, Capac.
Alright. I'm gonna attempt to get out of this crater, I guess.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Safe journeys.
Just keep an eye on your power consumption.
And don't go near the assertive stuff.
Yeah. We've got guns, you don't.
Right. They're all the signals are about 10 minutes. Ooh, there is a thrush quite close.
Keep an eye out. None of us need to get a thrush.
Indeed. Oh, this is real weird.
Hmm?
Having these middle wheels.
Oh, have you not set up their steering yet?
No, I just turned the steering off on them. Oh, this is some rough terrain. Oh.
You hear an ooh, and then silence, and you're like, is he okay or did he crash?
Yeah, that's Capac for you.
It's
Alright.
handling surprisingly well on the rough terrain.
Well, that's good.
I put my drills too far... Not too far enough? What? I didn't build my drills far enough forward.
Nah, what do they need to be, like one more forward?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's wrong?
I forgot to load up on some food.
Oh.
May have to come back after the first signal. Unless one of you wants to drive up to the top of the crater so I don't have to drive all the way in to get some food on my way back.
I'm not in any state to drive just yet.
Yeah. Vehicle is still in pieces.
Unfortunately, the placement of the other vehicles means that I can't get the other shuttle rover out. It is stuck. You will have to come down, Capac.
Alright. I got a cow helmet.
Did you get any money, though?
For some reason the cargo container is access denied.
Yeah, that often happens to me.
Might just have to grind it.
Yeah. Yep, got some money.
Yeah.
Inventory full.
A bunch of other stuff.
Y'all.
Guess, in that case, I should build a dispenser here.
Can I eat fertilizer?
Are you a plant?
Not sure. How do I tell?
Can you eat fertilizer?
Right clicking on it, nothing's happening.
I guess you're not a
It
plant.
must not be a plant.
Can't disagree with that logic. I got some potatoes and some meat. Can I eat those?
I don't
I'm not sure if you
think
can
so.
eat them raw, but they're used in the food processor thing.
Apparently can't eat the raw meat, but you can eat the raw potatoes.
Well, that makes some sense.
Oh, it's crunchy like an apple.
Oh no, I'm stuck! I'm actually stuck.
Do you need help?
I don't think I can get out unless I grind out these wheels.
Wait, where are you?
Oh! Nope, I fell through finally.
Oh, wait, that's a good thing?
Yeah.
Where did you get stuck?
In between the center column thing and the two outer wheels.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. It's almost an achievement to get stuck
Oh,
there.
oh,
Yes, it is.
oh, oh, this feels bad. This feels very bad.
God, if you're an anxious person, you wouldn't want to play with him. You'd just be like, oh god, what's going on? Constantly.
Yeah, that's my life.
Well, I made it down the first descent into the crater of madness that is this base.
Crater of Penance. Get it right.
I mean, I was spinning for a bit, and then I ran down the rest of the hill backwards.
Wow.
So you were crashing with style.
I don't think I actually took any damage.
Oh, there you go.
So I don't know if that technically qualifies as a crash.
Excellent work. You're just pulling some tricks. You're getting some like on Tony Hawk. Get
Yeah.
some score.
Doing some sick 1080s.
Mm-hmm. 1080 no scope.
Oh, there he is.
So, 1080 no scope is just some guy spinning around in the middle who accidentally hits someone.
Well,
Pretty
1080
much.
no scope, you have to spin around like 3 times?
How many 360s is that?
Yeah, it's 3 times. He's correct. Come back, can maths. Sometimes.
Food.
How's your power situation on the
Water.
rover going?
Oh, it's fine. I've got hours. How much food and water do I want to put as backup?
We don't have a lot right now, so why don't you buy some food? I put a dispenser down. And an ATM for you to deposit your money. Come back.
Huh?
there's a dispenser here. You can buy food. You can buy space meal bars or luxury meals.
Ooh.
Luxury
I
meals.
want to get me some of those luxury meals.
But yeah, and then there's an ATM just to your left. You can deposit your money you get. And then buy us all food. Did you just spend all your money on luxury meals?
Yep.
Fair enough. That'll last you a while.
We're eating like kings.
So you keep going out and making us the money to buy us the food.
We're gonna just like go out there, make us some money, bring home the bacon. Quite literally.
Uh-huh. Capac. Bacon winner.
Someone's gotta do it.
No response to that, Capac? You just ignoring me today?
I'm thinking about things. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get all the stuff off my rover, but I guess it can wait until I get these other signals.
I called you a bacon winner and I get nothing for it.
Oh, well, I mean, people just assume that I'm a bacon winner. Doesn't need to be stated.
Whoa, that was weird.
Well, sun's coming up at least.
Yeah, it's good timing.
Maybe I won't be so afeared for my life now. Oh dear. Oh no. Thought I'd fallen through the world. Oh, I think that's it there. Oh, no items. Any more signals at the moment?
Nope, no new ones.
I have none.
Alright, I'm heading back to base. Alright, whoa, 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 whoa. I found something.
Oh yeah, what'd you find?
I have a new unknown 3 kilometers away. Sorry for interrupting.
Yep, definitely an impact site. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I've hit the jackpot, fellas.
What'd you find?
A spaceship crashed down over here. There is 1 armor block and 113 cans of cola.
113 cans of coal.
That's all that survived the crash. Right, I'm headed back to base
Cool.
with money to buy luxury meals.
Yay! How much money did you end up collecting?
Let's see.
Which direction from base are you? Because I've got a unknown signal that's east.
Oh, yep.
So if you're
Give me the thing. Oh no. No, get back here. Get back here, jerk.
Take it, it's running away
What's
from
he-
you.
Yeah, it's one of those rolly ones.
Oh man.
those ones are so annoying.
And really hard to get when you don't have a jetpack.
Ooh. Actually got something good. I got prisoner boots. Just like the TV show.
I wonder if the new wheels are slightly larger than the old wheels.
Oh, the off-road ones?
Yeah. Because they're behaving like they're clipping into each other.
I can see that.
Well, you can...
Is it driving a little weird? Oh, I can definitely see that. Yeah, it's
Yep.
bouncing against each other.
You guys got any more signals?
At the moment, no.
No, I still have the same signal that I had before. I may need to delete it.
Well, we're gonna need to do an entire, like, new parking arrangement for everything.
Oh yeah.
Got too many rovers here.
Too many rovers and not enough connectors.
Actually, has the drill rig dug out enough that we could use that as like a underground garage?
Horizontal area-wise, yes. Vertical area-wise, no.
Could we...
Whoa.
Could we like reset it on a
I
lower
already
level so
removed
it can dig... Oh. Welp.
There goes that idea.
Okay, wheels like this work just fine on single player, but they do not appear to like it on the server at the moment with the horrible lag.
Alright, all that's left is just bits of decorative armor, otherwise this thing's ready to roll.
Cool. Alright, let's get rolling then. Okay, I can vaguely move this thing, and if I rock back and forth using my gyros, I can then start moving again. So, yay. Follow me.
Working
All right,
as
1 second
intended.
here. Wait, I gotta check to see if we have any ice because I
Yeah,
literally
we're going to have to go
have,
to an ice field first.
I have like 0 oxygen right now.
I don't think we've got any ice. You'll need to put a vent on there
All right.
to get oxygen. Aha! I made it up here, Capac.
Uh-huh.
I need to adjust my wheel settings. These things need more power.
Oh! Show off, Capac.
You might be too heavy.
No, I've got other issues.
You look a little top heavy. That can't be helping. Oh. I've got parachute sign to the south.
Come on. Come on, you rotten thing. You can do it. Get over that last little bump. I think my suspension's too strong at the moment. But I'll roll down the hill, as in not on my wheels, if I try and fix it right now.
I think I might have caught your bug.
Oh no, really? Oh, I just need this not to lag out, because when it works fine.
Alright, I'm out. Heading south?
Alright, I'm trying this again. I'm getting rid of these. Yep, head south. I won't be able to fill myself up completely, but at least I might be able to move a bit better. Alright, my vehicle's a bit happier now. So I'm getting some speed up. Yeah, it seems to... the physics when you're with the lag seems to really hate my extra wheels.
It also seems to really hate the rough terrain.
Yeah, because the wheels need to update more often.
Like, I'm just flying along this flat terrain now.
And now I'm getting stuck again.
Yep, same.
Oh.
What are you hunting?
Yeah, definitely seems like it must be a lag issue if it's happening to both of you at exactly the same time.
Yeah, it's a server problem, not our wheel design.
But I think it must be something to do with the designs you've used, because otherwise I'd be getting the same problem. I think it's some kind of design choice that you both have in common is having issues with the lag.
I have a theory as to how that is the case. I think we've got blocks nearer our wheels than you do.
Yeah, mine are pretty clear.
So the lag ends up with the wheels moving past the point where they should actually move and and hitting the vehicle. So that causes us to get snagged and stop.
Oh yeah, I got blocks right beside my suspension.
Yeah, so I think that's the issue. I think it's our suspension is right near blocks. So if we want stuff to work well on the server, we need to keep our wheels properly clear. So what I might do is move my wheels out an extra block. Because I've got room to.
I have blocks built right next to the base of the suspension.
No, mine are near the wheel block, and I think some of Kanajashi's are as well.
Yeah, same.
So you need to have much better clearance for this. Well, at least we feel like we've got some control over that. Like, it's much more frustrating, these things, when you feel like there's nothing you can do to make any impact on them. There we go, drilling into the ice. It's working okay.
Did you guys get any signals on your way over here?
Nope.
I did not.
Oh.
You driving along like that kind of makes you look like a combine harvesting wheat.
Yeah, I can see it. Especially with the side-mounted
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
cockpit. Works surprisingly well as a surface miner. I wasn't expecting that.
I found a thing.
What'd you find?
You must be more specific.
It's a big atmospheric grinder ship.
Oh, crashed in the ground?
No, landed.
Oh, as in it's owned by someone.
Yeah, how can I tell?
Pull your grinder out and have a look at one of the blocks.
Bolt Ashira.
Ah.
The batteries are on. The conveyors are all on. Can't access it.
That person is not online.
Oh.
Oh, you're taking some ice and putting it in yours.
I'm stealing a little bit of ice.
Do you want? Should we try and connect up and I can transfer?
Sure. I'm all parked up right here, so you can give her a go.
Okay.
There's a lot of craters here, like a big ship crashed and they
Here,
came down to grind the pieces or something.
I can swing myself around.
All right. That might well be the case. Remember, we keep finding those bits of wreckage around Capac?
Hmm.
I wonder if they found something like that and they were setting up to grind it down.
Oh, whatever they were after is long gone.
Whoop, whoop. You've got less lag. Maybe you should do the parking.
Oh, you want me to adjust to your?
Yeah, you might be better off. Oh no! Stop! Stop!
Oh. Heard that from 5 kilometers away.
Oh, there we go.
And we're locked.
Oh, you locked it, then I locked it.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I was just adding it to my hotbar.
There, we're locked.
Okay, so let's do the inventory transfer.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, it's actually really easy.
Yours is slightly lower than mine, but, you know, connectors have their
Fudge factor.
flexibility. Yeah.
Alright, transferred. Unlocked. Shall I just collect a little bit more ice and then we'll head back and park up?
Sure. Think we can drive back in 10 minutes?
Probably. Yeah, I feel like this ship needs to be called the Combine.
There you are.
Nope, there he is.
Oh, hey, Capac. You made it back. Capac, I can probably transfer some of this ice to you if you want.
Yeah, I'm just getting a little bit to grab in my O2 gen.
You can also just steal it out of his
Yeah,
connector.
that's probably the easier way. Just steal it out of the container.
Yeah, got nothing else to do while I'm hanging around waiting.
Alright, shall we head back then?
Alright, did you want to transfer what you have to me again, or just drive back with a load?
How full am I? I might just leave it with what I've got. See how much I cope with this much of a load going down the hills, and you can see how much you cope as well. Share the load, I guess. Alrighty. Homeward bound. Everybody has a GPS for home?
I don't.
Capac, what are you doing?
Whoa, what?
Why did you drive at me?
Because I thought you were going. I was following you.
I was facing toward you.
Well, I couldn't tell that from your silhouette.
What are you doing? You crazy man. Alright. First of all, that's not the way home. It's this way. You did damage
come
to
on,
something.
wheels.
Is that your ship that I damaged?
Yeah, I took a bit of damage.
Alright, follow me this way, guys. It's 14 Ks.
Now I'm rolling.
I'm not following you. You're a maniac.
You're the maniac.
It's not safe.
Interesting. I cranked my my wheels strength to 100, and now I'm just flying.
Yeah, because you're not getting any of those collisions. Like, it's possibly partially 1.9G issues, but I think it's mostly lag issues making the wheels go just that little bit further than they would normally when they go upward.
Oh.
Have we left you behind?
No. I
What did you-
just realized that that ice that I put in for my O2 generator is now pointless.
Why?
Because my O2 generator got exploded.
What?
I lost one of the guns, spotlight, and the O2 generator.
From what?
From the collision.
Serious?
Yep.
Oh, you dope. I wanted to say something ruder.
What? You're like, let's go, and then you just park.
Yeah, because I had to reverse my way out of the hole and then find the GPS for home and then go.
So you do that, then you say
I
go.
didn't expect you to come barreling into me at 30 meters a second.
You snooze, you lose.
I tried doing that turn off your front wheels braking, and yeah, that really helps. Oh, there's the observer.
Yeah, so let's keep away from that.
Yep, cutting right.
Oh.
Whoa, there's one on the right too.
Yep.
Oh,
Shooting the gap between them, I guess.
yep.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Wait, where am I?
Not close
Oh, wait, I
enough,
drove too
but...
far.
The 44 kilometer away strong unknown
Yeah.
signal.
Yep.
Yep. This is not good at night when I can't actually slow down. Oh
You're
boy.
saying I should switch my lights on, huh?
I'm saying I might not be able to get down to the base without crashing.
Just floor it and hope for the best.
I said
Just,
without crashing.
Don't aim at the base.
Aim through the base.
Past the base.
This isn't golf, Capac.
Come on, baby.
Oh.
You can do it.
Oh, I'm watching you.
Woohoo! Yeah, I just turned up the hill at the very last minute. There we go. I'm down.
Need my fingers. No, 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 no!
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no!
I got
No!
dodge!
Oh.
I dodged it.
Luckily, it was cushioned by the space shuttle.
Did it? Whoa! Whoa!
Oh
Whoa!
boy.
Whoa! It's spinning!
It's going nuts.
It's out of control!
Oh man! Oh man!
I think it stopped spinning.
Oh. Okay. Yep, I am not building another mining rover. That's done. I'm done. I'm done with mining rovers.
Why was it spinning like that?
For some reason it clanged out after it crashed. Oh man.
Well, that was a spectacular way to end the trip.
Oh.
Oh.
Can you guys help me grind this thing down and get rid of it?
Of course.
So I'm kind of feeling like, I think what we'll do next time is just hand mine enough magnesium that we can, or I'll do that in the interim between this recording and the next, and hopefully record, like get enough magnesium that we can then take it up to space and actually build some weapons on the booze bus that we're rebuilding and start doing some stuff to try and get some of these space assertive cargo ships. Because I reckon
Sure.
that's going to be a quick
Yeah.
way for us to get some platinum rather than having to go mine it and refine it.
Well, once my rover here is fully charged, this thing will be a perfect little base to
Yeah,
all of us drive out on it and mine from it.
yeah, exactly. Like even if we take the three that we've got here, you've got a huge amount of storage space on there.
Yep, 4 large.
Capac's got guns and a moderate amount of storage, and this has a small amount of storage, but this is the thing that needs to get the hydrogen on board so I can just take it over to the ice and fill it up until the tanks are full.
Alrighty.
So
Sounds
yeah,
like a plan.
I think we're going to just do it that way, because then we can lift off in this shuttle and head back to space. Which means, hopefully, it won't be too long till we get to space. So there's all that, and plenty more to come, and we will see you then.
See you next time, everybody.
See ya.
Alright, lights off in your cockpits.
Oh, I forgot to turn my light off.
We have our tasks. I'm going to build a miner. Hopefully it won't be destroyed in the first day of use, like so many of my other constructions. Last thing I need is to spend all this effort building this and have it flip out. No, 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 no!
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no!
I got
No!
dodge!
Oh.
I dodged it.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no!
I got
No!
dodge!
Oh.
I dodged it.
Luckily, it was cushioned by the space shuttle.
Did it? Whoa! Whoa!
Oh
Whoa!
boy.
Whoa! It's spinning!
It's going nuts.
It's out of control!
Oh man! Oh man!
I think it stopped spinning.
Oh. Okay. Yep, I am not building another mining rover. That's done. I'm done.